Hey guys, hello and welcome back. Here we are, part 1 for Rogue Galaxy. As I said, I will be doing another part of, Star Ocean later on tonight at some point. But I figured since I'm doing more of the PlayStation 2 Classic throwbacks that I should do another game as well, since Bully is pretty much finished. You know, like I said, in the near future, I'll be going back and doing the rest of the bike races and shit like that. But there's not too much really to do in Bully at this point in time, since I pretty much cleared the whole storyline and everything. I mean, I'll probably make videos just me going around fucking around and doing more, like, side missions and shit like that. But there's not really a lot to do. As I stated in other videos as well, we are still looking for donations if anyone would like to donate to our little problematic here, having son born with a cleft palate. The description.
I'm gonna find my way out of here.
I mean, the link to this is whatever. I can't even fucking talk right now. The link is in the description. We are looking, you know, if anybody can donate anything, even $1 helps. You know, we're having little problems here. You know, obviously, you know, bottles and shit like that are very, very expensive, and, you know, insurance don't want to fucking pay for anything. It's fucking ridiculous.
You sure he's in this backwoods bumpkin town?
The information came from a credible source. He's here, all right. He should be hiding out somewhere on Rosa.
Desert Claw? He's one of the galaxy's top hunters. Maybe he got his mitts on a load of dosh and he's off living it up somewhere. Can't believe he'd be wasting his time on this slave rock.
Don't worry, he's somewhere on this planet. My instincts are infallible.
Like I'm gonna trust a robot's instincts.
I would if I were you. They're quite uncanny. Besides, I can use this to determine whether or not he's the real deal. Just leave it to Steve, all right?
Really? Well, the captain will be pretty cheesed off if we don't find him. So you'd better come through on this.
I know.
Right off the bat, there's so much to do in this game. Like, this is one of those, if you like a game where there's a lot to do, this is definitely your game. There's bounties to collect. To get powerful weapons, you can't just simply buy a new weapon. You have to power up your weapons, and you're gonna have to buy like multiple, so you're gonna need a lot of, you know, you're gonna have to keep track of what weapons you already powered up completely with full EXP and everything, because you're gonna have to change them off a lot. Later on in the second world, once you leave Rosa, when you're in a jungle planet, you will meet a frog who can combine your weapons, and you need to keep doing that, okay, because it's really the only powerful way to get, you know, these legendary weapons, like even legendary ones that you do get, you have to power up in order to get them to the ultimate power level. You have to do that on top of leveling up your character.
And here's your pay.
Huh? Is that all? Can't you spare a little extra?
We didn't bring that much with us, you know? Besides, slaves like you should be grateful we even bother to share our rations.
I'm not doing this for my health, you know. This is all that I got today. Those Longardians are getting a little too big for their britches. You gonna let them get away with it?
No, don't get so worked up over it. It's been 2 years since Rosa's been under Longardian rule. They're still struggling to get used to this place. We'll get our chance soon enough.
Man, why did Rosa have to get mixed up in this war? It used to be such a peaceful planet.
The Longardians aren't all bad, though. Now that their lookouts are posted at the gate,
now we sound to scratch me.
In town anymore.
Like the whole reason they're posted there is to keep an eye on us.
What the?
Seems I spoke too soon. There's a beast in town. A pretty big one by the looks of it.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Just you wait.
Don't worry.
I'll behave. That thing? This is bad. It's heading for the residential area. Huh? Damn, I'm surrounded.
Each character in this game has two weapons, a main weapon and a sub-weapon, so that's two things that you need to constantly upgrade. You have Jaster and swords and guns. For,
They just load in on the big guy's coattails.
this guy you don't have to worry about because he don't stay long.
Who are you?
Let's finish these chumps off first.
Simon, it's a flamethrower and rocket pack.
Here we go.
This game you actually can defend. Yeah, this game like talks too much. Cocksucker.
You're pretty strong.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Who are you?
I'm your ally, of course. For now, anyway. More importantly, the big fella went off toward the residential area. That beast is worth at least 20,000. Come on.
20,000? What are you, some kind of hunter?
Pretty much.
Damn it. What's going on here? Why did they let that thing get in?
Yeah, there's all kinds of chests everywhere too. Some of them you can only unlock once you get certain kind of keys, like the Sun Key, Earth Key, that kind of shit like that. That means you will have to go back to different planets in order to use those keys once you get them. This also has a chance to be an eventer. Once you get to the third world, you receive a factory once you clear out the bounty and everything as a thank you. But it's kind of a pain in the ass to create shit in this game, because you need like recipes and stuff like that. You learn them by talking to certain people.
That's the end of that.
And I just have a hard time figuring it out altogether, but there's two different kinds of bounties too, and here in the Revelations this is where like you learn all your tactics. You need certain pieces. Sometimes it's stuff like stuff that refills your MP and stuff like that. Here you need like a lightning bolt rock thing, and down here you need like, and this is like an earring type thing, and you need the stone, and all this can refill. And when you get this thing, it looks, where is it? I don't know where the area is, but there's, right here. When you unlock this, it looks like a piece of paper. Basically, you unlock this and you get that. It gives you like a special ability. There's 3 stages of it. You need script 1, script 2, and script 3 to unlock all of them. And it gives you like this special like bonus attack mode once the bar is filled up with these little blue orbs. And when you get the second and third level, you obviously need to power up more. There's another one of these games, if you and everybody else gets KO'd, it's game over. And save constantly, because and when you die, you'll end up to where you were last time. Like, say I've been playing this game before, some other files, there I'm 50, there I'm 53. Oversave this one. Just because I think I accidentally saved the wrong spot in one of them, and that's why I have 2 files, which I don't need 2 files. He smells. It smells like shit in here.
Come on, let's hurry.
See, that one I can't unlock without the star key. Hear that or huh? Told you. That's like one of my worst features. I can smell really good despite the fact that I don't have a really big nose or nothing. Sorry, I'm not Jewish. Yeah, you can take that offensive if you want. I'm fucking making a joke here, people. I know somebody out there would be like, that's offensive! I'm triggered! Oh, guess what? I was fucking joking. I have a lot of Jewish friends. I don't give a fuck, okay? I say the fucking same thing to them about having a big nose.
That's the end of that.
But I have a really powerful nose, so unfortunately I know where my kid shit. My girlfriend was like, oh, I just changed him. He didn't poop. Fucking sure enough, he just fucking shit. Well, I know you just changed him. Well, guess what? He just shit.
Not these guys.
There's 2 different levels of bounty hunting in this game. You get bounties from hunting like enough of these low-level guys. Like you have to beat like 15 to 30 so of every kind of specific enemy in order to get the bounty on them. And then there's the major bounties, which you get by once you're done with the second world. If you collect enough bounty coins by doing certain things in the middle of fights, like it'll pop up and be like, defeat all enemies with just one person alone, meaning like Jaster or Casalo, whoever else is in your party, just that person alone, nobody else can fight. Or it'll be like a timed fight, whatever. When you do those, you get hunter points, and you use those to basically buy your license to go after bounties like the big times. Like the big times, they'll give you a lot of points when you defeat them, and you'll also get items that you can only get by defeating them. But there's things that you collect in different worlds and throughout your travels, and you need certain things in order to call out a bounty. We'll get into that more later on, like you'll understand what I mean, but you need certain items to get certain bounties to come out. It's weird. I know, like you can't just go to where the bounty is and just fight them, which would make more sense. And some of the items are hard to keep, a hand on because it's some things that you need to unlock, like level skills and fighting skills and shit like that, and you're like,
That's the end of that.
But that's why it's good to grind in certain levels where there's enemies who drop things that you'll need later on in the game. Or drop certain items that you can only get from battling enemies, because there's items that you can exclusively only get because enemies drop the items. And you're really going to need to get your hands on them because you're going to need them in the future. So it's a good idea. Because there's, like, say I need the RF key for that one, and you just this star key for the other one. There's certain things in each world that only are spawned in that world by enemies of that world. So when that happens, you need to make sure you grind a lot in those games and try not to leave the world until you have a high amount of those items, unless you're planning on coming back. Which, like I said, you might come back later, because in the first beginning of the game, you don't really get to choose where you go, you just are on a set course, but later on you get to choose which planet you want to go to and stuff like that, so you do have a choice of where you're going. Because there'll be like multiple places at once you can choose to go, and it's just good if you just, you're just like, alright, well, I'm gonna go here because I have a key and I know that there's items in that world that I can get with the box that I couldn't unlock before because I didn't have the keys, blah, 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 blah. Well, anyway, you go ahead and fucking do that, and you try to get those items because there's certain items that you really need. Like, I forget what it is, some kind of branch, Meryl branch or some bullshit like that. You need that on the jungle planet in order to fucking, Jiraka, I think it's called, to get the bounty there. You need like the boom box or something to get the bat bounty, to get the giant Cyclops bounty on Jaraika. I mean, not Jaraika, the fucking, I forget what the metal planet was called. There's a bounty there that you need an item that's shaped like a mirror. It's like a shield looking thing. And that's one of the items that are kind of hard to, you know, get. And a lot of people need them for unlocking skills and stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, there's items, like, you'll have like one of them, and everybody on your fucking hold board will need that item. And you need to like grind everybody's weapon too, because you'll have different party switch ups. There'll be times where they'll give you certain people to use at their time, but then there's times when you can switch. But it's good to just make sure that everybody's powerful, because there's times where you are forced to use other people in your party, because certain people will just leave and be filled by someone else.
Don't fall behind, okay?
I'm just trying to grind a little bit, because right away you're going to need a good amount of money, because you're going to need to buy more guns, and you're going to need to buy more swords and shit like that, because like I said, when you get to the second world, you're going to be able to power up your weapons by combining them and stuff like that, which you'll find out.
The Desert Claw would never pass up a chance to score a load of points like this. Let's go check it out.
Are you bonkers? It's way too dangerous.
Come on, this way.
Hey, wait for me.
After another. Don't they ever quit?
Like how everybody just disappears when enemies show up. Like everybody's really ghost.
That's how you get it done.
Money in this game, just like Star Ocean, is very, very important. Mainly because there's so many items that you need to buy, and you need to buy a lot of weapons and stuff. Like I said, even though you could buy more powerful weapons, they're not going to last very powerful long. So it's why you need to constantly upgrade your weaponry and shit like that. But you'll need to buy the actual weapons, because once you fuse two weapons, the one weapon that you fused, the other one is gone. So obviously you're going to need something else to fuse into that weapon that you just made more powerful.
If this keeps up, the town's gonna be destroyed. I'll take you on. Now we're talking. Those guys were no challenge at all.
Weapons are almost maxed.
Damn it. What's going on here? Why did they let that thing get in?
Stepping on one of those automatically heals you too. I don't know how I would take getting, you know, challenged to a fight by a cactus. That's just weird.
The end of that.
Cactus would like to fight.
Don't fall behind, okay? Here they come. This is what you get.
completely fill up a weapon, you can still keep it equipped and just make all the elemental attacks that it's capable of going up high. You know, they all get a +1, so they'll all do damage to every element. But I mean, there are ones that do specific damage because of the way they're designed. Like, obviously, they'll have one higher, but I mean, they can all go up. Like, see, that one just went up in ice, that one went up in fire, that one went up in wind. Wait, was there more? Desert wind. I don't really like the desert wind attack. The desert wind just sends enemies running.
Something's wrong here.
It's basically like whirlwind from Pokemon. Kind of a useless attack. Shut up.
This isn't good.
Damn it, need to start a key for that one. I hate that there's so much shit you need keys for, and like the keys are like nowhere on the planet. You have to like specifically leave and come back just to open them. I know that there's some good stuff that's hard to find in some of them, but other shit is just like stupid stuff, and it's just like, you motherfucker, I just wasted my time basically. But some of the shit that you get in them, it's kind of hard to find stuff. Like the items that don't really respawn too much with the enemy drop rate, you know. That kind of shit is good to get your hands on, but it's not all that stuff, so.
Wait.
Huh?
Now we go our separate ways.
What? What do you mean?
I can't go with you anymore. Sorry. Just go into the residential area and take down that big brute.
Hey, hold on a second. I can't take that thing out by myself.
You don't think so? Here, try this. It's much better than that butter knife of yours.
Yeah, there are other legendary swords like that one
What's this?
that cannot be combined with each other.
A battle recorder. It'll capture the fight from start to finish. You ought to get a lot of points for bagging that fella. Go on, take it with you. See you later.
No, wait! How can you just leave me here?
These guys right away are kind of a bitch fight.
Damn it. Fine. You can't scare me.
These are like
Bring it
your
on.
sub-boss for this level.
Fellas.
And since it's such like the beginning of the game, like they are kind of a bitch. They already almost just killed me. Why you would put a boss like this in the beginning of the game is kind of annoying. And then make it so you can't even get up without getting attacked. Alright, now I got you, bitch. See, one of them is fine, but two of them at the same time is a little too much. Because you're not, like, that strong yet, you know? It's the very beginning of the game. And they both consistently attack you at the same time, so it was being a little bit of pain.
Hey! You're not half bad, kid!
Huh? Oh my! Could it be?
Steve-O, what's going on?
Just look!
Come on, what is it?
That was the target up there.
Yes?
There's no doubt about it. And see what he's got there? That's Desert Claw's weapon. Desert Seeker, one of the 7 sacred galactic swords.
So that means that you must be the legendary hunter, Desert Claw!
The what?
Oh, I can't believe how lucky we are. To think we found him this quickly.
No kidding!
I told you he'd be on this planet, didn't I? Didn't I? See?
Well now, aren't we the lucky ones? Mission accomplished. Let's head on back. Come on, you too, mister.
Whoa! Wait a second. What are you trying to do? Look, I've got to take care of that beast up there. You're in my way.
Why bother? I mean, it's such a chore. Come to our ship, and we'll give you all kinds of sweet jobs that beat the pants off plain old beast hunting. Come on.
Knock it off. I have to go now, or that thing is going to destroy the town. Let me go.
That's our Desert Claw, a man of unbending determination.
Whatever you say. We'll accompany you on your hunting trip, but when this little escapade's over, you're coming with us. Is that a deal?
Huh? Why should I?
Then it's settled. Let's be on our way.
Missile squalls are pretty good attack to have. Wall of smoke is like a diversionary attack. It's not a bad one either. Helps with like defense and shit. Before I go to like the big boss, I try to get their like weapons maxed out too, because you'll need them again later. The second people you team up with for the next planet will be Kasala and Zelos. But you'll get them on the 3rd planet. You'll get Simon first on the 3rd planet, and when you fight on Rosencaster planet, prison, oh, it's a planet. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
This is not sitting right with me.
I kind of try to keep this shit, like, out of my way. Like, I like to have all my weaponry, like, organized and shit. That weapon's maxed out. I quit this one for now because it's weaker than this one. So I kind of want to max it out first. OCD when it comes to this game. I like to try to keep all the certain weaponry together that belongs for each person, so that way when I go to upgrade it, I know what's where and everything.
Here they come! That's the end of that. What are the Lungardian watchmen doing? That's how you get it done. You guys sure picked the wrong day. Here they come! Entering battle, everyone! Here they come! Bunch of whips! No big deal.
All right, who's next?
I am surprised they let the beasts penetrate this far. Entering battle, everyone.
Here they come! Bunch of whips!
I'm also trying to get some of the bounties before I leave this planet. It's important to get the bounties and stuff because there's certain, like, prizes you can get from having a really high bounty. I think if you get all the way up to number 1, you get one of the 7 swords, and I think part of getting, like, all the trophies for this game is to get all the 7 swords. All the legendary ones, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Jeez, a fucking fight on top of a fight. Yes, I already figured that out. Thank you, you fucking useless thing. But those, you gotta do like a power attack where you hold in the attack button. Because the star tortoises can only be hurt once their defense is down. And of course, already have one get KO'd because he's a jackass. Star tortoises are a fucking pain in the balls. Alright, shut up. This game talks too much. Like, I can't stand that mid-battle pop-up, oh, did you know that, blah, 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 blah. Like, maybe tell me that before I'm in the middle of a fight. That's why I said it's good to upgrade your weapons and power up a lot, because there's enemies like that. Literally, like, 3 hits and they were, like, getting knocked the fuck out.
What a bother.
Battle after battle. We've got to get through it.
Popping up like crazy.
come. Bunch of whips.
Are you ready? That's how you get it done. The number of beasts keeps increasing.
Good grief. Even the troops are causing a panic.
Look at that.
Here they come. Here they come. Bunch of whips.
Oh my, is it already over? I'm concerned about that giant beast.
Here they come.
Here I come!
That's what you get for tangling with us.
We already took some bounties down. See, we got bounty points for taking down 30 Bapua. You get 100 points for doing that. And see, we're all the way down to level 100. You slowly climb up. Get to level 50, you get stuff. Get to level 40, you get stuff. Same every time you start going up, you get stuff. And then once you're in the top 10, every time you go up more, you get another point. You know, you get something else. You get the Desert Claw. I think Desert Claw, if you beat his score, you get another legendary sword or something. I don't know. Never got that far.
Hurry.
I mean, I've beaten the game, but I've never collected all the bounties, so it's something I'm going to try to do in this game.
I'll take you on.
I also never really used the factory too much because it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out.
That's the end of that. Is everyone in the residential area okay?
It just takes too fucking long to grind up to get their weapons like maxed out. So you do end up a lot of fighting and everything, like I said. Plus I am trying to collect the bounties, so if you don't want to watch, it's too bad.
Take this. Come on, come on. All right, who's next?
Give it to him because I don't really use breakthrow. Breakthrow just means that pieces of debris that are in the fights, you pick them up and throw them, and you can hit enemies with them. But if you use a breakthrow thing, it makes them do more damage. But I don't really pay attention to them.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
Good grief. Even the troops are causing a panic.
I am surprised they let the beasts penetrate this far.
Here they come. Here they come. Bunch of whips. Not done yet.
Any injuries, anyone?
crazy.
The number of beasts keeps increasing.
The residential area is in a load of trouble.
There's nothing in here. I don't know why you could come in there, because there's nothing in there. We'll explore it later, like I said, about the warehouse and everything, or factory, whatever. You'll see people with like little blue or orange bubbles above their head, and they'll give you important information. Some of it has to do about like the factory and stuff like that, stuff to create, and some of it is like legendary sword like information. Don't need to do the fucking Stray Dog and Golden Child and the Mix. Or Mish, whatever they are.
Crap, I gotta hurry. Here they come.
I don't need to fight you guys, because I already did the bounty on you. Dad, you're just incredibly fucking weak.
I hope everyone's okay. Here they come! Bunch of women. That's the end of that. What the heck is going on? Those guys were no challenge at all.
As you can see, some of the guys with some pretty powerful techniques, and it's definitely one of them. Missile Squall is also one of the things that's got more than one level to it. It's definitely a powerful attack. So is Ghostbuster and a few other techniques that he does. Steve, Icy Eyes, Electric Punch, and something else are like really powerful tactics too that he has. See, the boss is over here, so I'm gonna try
Why
to
did a beast like that come here?
grind a little bit. Because after this boss, they'll go away.
I'll take you on.
So I want to try
Well, that
to
was a double.
max out their weapons before they leave.
Popping up like crazy.
And this is like one of those games where even if the person's not in your party when you're fighting, they still earn EXP. I don't remember if Star Ocean is like that or not. I know if they're not like in your party at all, meaning they're not, even though you don't use 3 people at a time like in this game, same with that one. Like if they're not with you, meaning they didn't join you yet, they don't earn anything. But I mean, I don't know if they like, if they're in them or if they don't earn it on the side. I have to look that up and figure that out.
No big deal. That was a cinch.
Damn it, Simon, what the fuck is it with you and fighting, man? You're like, being such a little pussy today.
Don't fall behind, okay? Just keep coming. Those guys were no challenge at all. I've never seen this many beasts.
Damn it, I was not going that far.
The residential area is beyond here.
Gosh, he's not a quiet fella, is he? Must be rather large as well.
You're not planning on having all three of us go in there, are you?
You want to fight them all by yourself?
No, not at all. That's crazy, totally reckless.
You know, Mr. Claw, I think you forfeit any points you earn if you, die.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
Poor kid. We hardly knew him.
I was trying to grind a little more, but I guess now I have to.
That is certainly a big monster, all right.
Are you positive about this, Mr. Claw?
Like I have a choice.
Whoa, this thing is huge.
Watch you don't get crushed. Hang on. His foot armor's off.
I get it now. That's a Mark 8 salamander. If we can manage to break the shackles on its legs, then the shield on its back will open up. Let's hurry up and break the other shackles.
Basically, make sure you target them. Go specifically after them first. Otherwise, you can't hurt them.
Take this!
Here I come.
Hey! Look at that! That's gonna be his weak spot!
Try attacking him there.
What? How am I supposed to do that?
Jump on its back and hack away. Isn't it obvious?
Are you nuts? There's no way!
Hang on! I've got just the thing for this kind of situation.
What's that?
I'll tell you later. Watch this.
What the?
That's my monography shot. What do you reckon? Do you like it? Jump on the back of those monography platforms and you can get up on the back of the beast. Here you go, big man. Why don't you take this for now? When the platform disappears,
There was special
just shoot
guns
up
like
another
that,
one.
and I have
But
not
remember,
figured out
you must
how you're
equip the
supposed to
monography shot first
upgrade
before
them,
you
but
can
there's
use it.
supposed to be a way.
Now's your chance. Go get him, Mr. Claw.
serious with one hit off? That's kind of annoying.
Did that do it?
Nope. I'm afraid not.
But you're almost there. Is the battle recorder ready? That kind of beast will net you heaps of points. Make sure you get it all on tape.
What? You mean this?
Oh, now that is a well-used recorder.
Use that to record your battle with the beast, and later on you can turn it in for points. Now finish off the beast by yourself. After all, it's your prize.
All right. And here goes.
Its heart has stopped, but it's still being controlled by the power of the rune. Destroy the rune in its head.
Oh, come on. Like a legendary hunter needs your help.
I get the feeling he sort of does. I wonder why. Is it really Desert Claw? I suppose looks can be deceiving.
A real master doesn't need to show off. He may not look it, but he's got the goods.
Not good. All right.
Pussy.
That's our Desert Claw. You're the real deal.
Just as I thought. His potential may be greater than my own.
So listen, Mr. Claw. You got a real name or something?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm Jaster. Jaster Rogue.
Jaster? Good. Yeah, it's a bit weird to keep calling you Desert Claw. So from now on, if it's all right with you, I'm just gonna call you Jaster, okay?
Now, let's get down to business. I'll be straight with you. Our boss says he wants to hire you. Would you come with us?
Hire me? What? Why me?
Good grief, isn't it obvious? You're Desert Claw, the legendary bounty hunter. And our boss, well, he wants to be a part of that. Let's just say he's scouting you for our team.
These guys still think I'm someone named Desert Claw. That means he must be Desert Claw. I had no idea he was such a big deal.
What is it, Jaster? Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. So who is it that wants to hire me exactly?
Our boss, Captain Dorgan Goa, a pirate among pirates.
What? Dorgan Goa? The space pirate Dorgan Goa? You mean you guys do space travel?
Of course, we're big-time pirates. We travel all over the galaxy. I mean, hunting has its moments, but tracking down immense treasure throughout the universe isn't half bad.
Me. Up in space. Yeah, I can see that. Not half bad at all.
Our ship is hidden in the desert to the west of here. Why don't you meet up with us there?
In the desert?
Well, you know, we had a couple of minor issues and we couldn't actually dock at the spaceport. But look, we'll head back to the ship first. You come meet us there before tomorrow morning. All right? All right. Ta-da!
Hey, wait a minute. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, you'll be there, all right. I can see it in your eyes. You were made for the pirate life.
To find our ship, you need to take the west gate and head straight over the desert. Please be sure to prepare for your journey before setting out. We'll be seeing you later. Ta-ta!
I can go to space. I'm not gonna tell how long.
It adds more to the story if you go back and tell the guy you're leaving, or you could just try to leave. It's up to you. I don't really need none of that right now.
It was outside the western gates, right?
Sometimes there's treasure chests in shops and shit, so it's always a good idea to check. This gun you only need at certain times. You can't really use it in a fight, so I don't really worry about that too much.
I wonder if they'll ever realize I'm not Desert Claw.
Why don't you go downstairs and eat? Huh? Well, that's not gonna happen, so.
Captain Dorgangoa, huh?
Are supposed to still be spawning. I don't know why the fuck they're not. this area. I guess they really won't. Yeah, there's areas like this for some reason. There's like a lot like Star Ocean. You gotta fill in the map. It's kind of fucking annoying. There are items over here. It's the only reason I'm going to fuck over. No, it's not over there. Not over here. Such problems falling asleep because, you know, he has trouble breathing and everything because of his face. Yeah, so been really aggravated a lot lately. Because of that, all he does is cry and scream, and it's really aggravating. So everybody's been losing sleep over it.
I'll take you on.
That's why we're trying to get his surgery done.
Not good.
And I just fucking got killed. Thanks a lot. Well, I guess that's what happens when there's a screaming baby in your ear. Alright, well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna end the video here because I'm getting very, very aggravated right now. So, yeah, I guess catch me later. Please donate if you can, because you see what I'm dealing with here. You know, this baby is having a lot of problems, and we could really use the help because he's been fussy and all he's been doing is crying because he's had trouble sleeping because his air intake and everything. So, yeah. Well, thanks. I'll see you in the next video.